Get started right now, y'all. Let's get rocking and rolling. All right, so hello, everybody. It's Taria Vision Avant, and I am super excited to be here with you guys today. Hold on, let me get the camera right. Yeah, I don't know, just want my angles right. Okay, how you doing? So today we're going to be doing a live book review. I have not done these reviews in a while, and so sorry about that, guys, but we're about to get back on it. We are ready to rock and roll and make some major things happen. And so what we're going to be doing, guys, is we're going to do these live book reviews at least every Wednesday. So every Wednesday we will go live, but possibly we may do some more book reviews down the line, just on different days. But every Wednesday we will do at least one book review, okay? And so if you have a book that you would like for me to review, all you need to do is ship it to the P.O. Box that you see right here, P.O. Box 542-195, Houston, Texas. For those of you watching on the gram, what up, though? I've got the address right there as well. And so today, this is actually a book that is long overdue. I was supposed to have reviewed this thing, but finally getting to it. And so I have not looked at it until then because I promised I would give an honest, upfront review. Now, what I currently review, just so that you guys know, I'm not reading the book with you guys, okay? The purpose of me doing this review is to let you know if your book is set up to sell. What I do is I work with entrepreneurs. By the way, my name is Taria Vision Avant. I work with entrepreneurs and I show business owners how to be able to create multiple streams of income. I believe that every single business owner should absolutely write a book because writing a book opens doors for so many opportunities, okay? So one of the things that I do, like I said, is I teach people how to write books. I also teach public speaking, coaching. We have so many different things. I even have a nonprofit organization called Urban CEO Network, where our goal is to be able to be the bridge between the urban community and business success. And so for today, darling, I've got me a book right here that I'm going to review. And so what I'm going to be checking out are the things that most people look at when they make a decision to buy a book, and then also give you some additional tips on things that you can actually do to improve your book. All right, so let's get into this. So, I mean, I have had a chance to kind of glimpse at the cover, but not really, because I was given this book when I was at the SpeakerCon hosted in Washington, D.C., and it was just such an incredible event, guys. If you have not heard about SpeakerCon, you need to be at SpeakerCon this year, next year, whatever year, okay? So anyways, actually Sherwood, and just so I let you know, Sherwood is the one who puts it together, and so it was an amazing event. And so this right here, this book is called What Are You Thinking? What Are You Thinking? Okay, so this is the cover of the book, and it actually is a really, really nice book. I'm not going to lie, because it has like some really nice embroidering on it, like some shiny kind of covers on there to the matte. So it's a shiny and matte mix. So I can tell they definitely spent a little bit of money on this cover. And the author of this book, his name is Darius, the Professor Wise. So Darius Wise, hello Darius, how are you? Okay. So when I first look at this, what are you thinking? I mean, it's dope. I can tell that this is supposed to be symbolic of brains, right? A brain or whatever, or thinking or ideas possibly. It could also be symbolic of ideas. Because it has like the little bubble, like the little brain maps, right? And it says how to become more intentional, deliberate, and conscious with your thoughts. Now, initially looking at this title, definitely looks like something that would pique my interest, especially if I want to overcome my thinking. And so I would say, okay, well, let me check out the cover. I mean, the back cover. Now, the first thing that most people look at when they're looking at covers, guys, is they look at the title, okay? A lot of people think that people are looking at pictures and stuff like that. Sometimes they will connect with the color of the book, right? So like if you do a book that's pink, people may automatically assume that this book is for women. And so that's something that you keep into mind. But honestly, the image is not the most important factor of a cover. I have a lot of people get hung up on that, trying to figure out if they should have their picture, if they should have a picture, whatever. But this one right here is pretty symbolic of thinking. So it makes sense to kind of put that out there. Looks pretty good, right? Now, when I flip it over to the back, the next thing that I see basically a lot of kind of testimonials from other people, whether they are people of influence. Paul C. Brunson, who Many of us know who Paul C. Brunson is, mentor, entrepreneur, television host. Very good. Justin Prince, another great name. Stan Richards, Pat Mangan. So it has some dairy, so definitely some great, quotes from them. And one thing I do like, it kind of gives you an idea of what the book is about. So, for example, with Paul C. Brunson, it says, an exceptional thinker, Darius lays the groundwork to understanding and investing in your most valuable asset, you. Through step-by-step coaching and candid conversations with his readers, he truly inspires the type of redirection and growth that transfers lives. So when you do, because this is some things I do see, people will have, let me let y'all see it. So people will sometimes have like testimonials or quotes or, something from someone that may be of influence. And they'll have them write about something that's not necessarily connected to the book. It might be like about the person or Taria is an amazing person, da 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 da. But it's not really giving you an understanding of what the book is about. So what I really like about what Darius did with these testimonials is he made sure that they were connected to the book, so that in a way it kind of gives you a synopsis of what you can expect in the book. So very important, right here. Are you stuck, Darius? What are you thinking? What are you thinking will jumpstart your thinking and personal goals, aspirations, long-held beliefs, da 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 da. And so again, these testimonials are really breaking down, because one of the things that I'm always sharing on the back of the book is you definitely want to have something that breaks down what the book is about. So I definitely love these testimonials. Pretty cool. And another thing that I will say that is very smart about what Darius did is that he also has different colors. Okay, so you want to break your back cover up with different paragraphs, colors, so that it can pop. You don't want to have it all one long paragraph or all one color. So very, very smart. Now, when we look at the biography, explore a modern day fresh approach to understanding, embracing time, honor, belief that will get you back to trainer, neural coach, and this is a very good breakdown. So definitely a very good breakdown. A little bit about himself. Again, a little bit more about the book. And so this is good. Not super long. You could even possibly break it into maybe two different paragraphs. Because again, we live in this microwave world, this microwave society. People don't want to read something super long. People do not want to, they want to hurry up and get straight to the point of what the book is about, especially when they're making a decision to buy. You don't want to over inundate them with all these long paragraphs about your book, and you just want to straight up get straight to the point. Another thing I like to do is I like to have like this font is bolded out, so I might not have it bold and have it just as a regular style font, and then bold out certain areas or certain words that I want to pop out. Definitely a great picture. I like this picture of Darius, professional. And then he has his website, which this is where I see a lot of people mess up. A lot of people do not put their websites on their books. And I'm like, what in the holy heck? Why wouldn't you put your website? Because remember, everybody may not have your book. Like, this book cover is super dope. And so I can see this cover being on a table and somebody's like, oh, what's this cover? Let me see what this book is about. How you doing? And then when they flip it over, you don't have any kind of way to contact them. Okay. Now, I have not gone to look at the website to see if when you go to the website, his book is right there. For me, I personally like to have the link to my book there as well, so they can go straight to purchase the book and not be confused in case they want to get the book right away. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is flip inside the book, because remember, the first thing people look at is the front cover, then they flip it over to the back, and then they flip in. Let me just also add something as well, Darius. I can tell you spent money on this cover. Your cousin Pookie, Ray and them that just learned how to design on Canva, they did not design this cover. I can tell that you implemented some work. Your spine looks professional. It does say published by Wise Decisions. I don't know if that's you or another publishing company, but this is definitely some really good professional work. So kudos to you for not getting Pookie and Ray and them to do your cover. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip on the inside. Immediately when I flip on the inside, I can already tell this book is laid out great. I mean, it looks easy to read. And this is what's crazy about the subconscious mind. A lot of times, guys, when people flip through your book, they're not flipping to read it. They're flipping to see how hard it looks to read. And if the pages are spread out, if it's spread out, you see, it looks nice and spread out. Look how the chapters start. It's not super, super small font. it looks easy to read. And so when somebody thinks it looks easy to read, guess what they're going to do? They're going to read it, okay? So just at a first glance, you know, this layout of this book looks absolutely incredible. Let's see. You have her cover page, dedication and acknowledgments, ISBNs, all that good stuff. He definitely went to a professional publishing company to get this done. I could tell. Has his forward in here. Now, a lot of people ask me, like, the parts of the book. Should I have every single part of the book? You know, we live in a self-publishing world today, and, you know, I highly recommend self-publishing. You don't necessarily need to have every single section of your book. If you don't want to have a forward, you don't have to have a forward. If you don't want to have acknowledgement, you can have whatever you want. It's your book. You can put it in whatever order you want to put your book in as well, just so that you know, okay? When you're self-publishing, it's your thing. You know what I mean? So I see that he has, like, some poems in here. What now? He has a what now section where you could do some exercises. Very nice. So yeah, I mean, if I was looking at this book and I knew that I wanted to definitely work on my thinking and work on, you know, becoming a positive thinker, I would most definitely want to invest into this book. The only other thing I would say that I would add somewhere on the cover, maybe on the back, to pop out real quick is, as a result of having positive thinking, like, what are some of the things I can expect? Because, you know, even though we are in this world where we are definitely plugging more into personal self-development, everybody doesn't know about, you know, the law, you know, like affirmations, or, you know, or being, they don't know that, you know, speaking positive things can give you positive results. And so I might even say, you know, as a result of reading this book, this is what's going to happen for you. And so I always like to share that, because one thing when it comes to, you know, in the space of personal self-development, the reason why a person is going to make a decision to invest their time into something is because they're feeling like, when I'm done with this, this is what's going to happen for my life. And so that might be the only other thing. He also has a matte finish on, for the most part. Like I said, there is a little bit of glossiness in some of these images. I love a matte finish book. I don't know, I'm just very partial to matte. I like matte. And then even on the back, about what now? Let's see. Is this the about the author section? Yep, about the author in the back. And then he also has a contact page, which a lot of times people don't always have. But this is definitely a good idea to have too. I have, like in my book, sorry, should I plug my book? Of course I will. Okay, so in my book, again, remember, because when you self-publish, you can put stuff where you want to put your stuff, right? So in my book, I have, like, my contact page on, like, the very front. Only reason why I put it in the very front is because most people don't finish your book. And so the average person, about 70% of most people who actually buy your book, they're not going to get through the entire book, but they will get through maybe the introduction, chapter 1, things like that. So I like to make sure to get all the stuff that I need you to get, like my contact details. I like to try to get that up front right away. But still, a lot of people do know to look to the back of the book to look to see, like, your contact information. So it still won't hurt. And because the very last page is the actual contact versus it being a blank page, it'll still pop out. So anyways, Darius, you know, I want to tell you, I give your book a definite great grade. So congratulations on that. Congratulations on doing great things with your book. I know that you are out here leveraging it. I think I saw you on social media the other day doing some talks and promoting. So congratulations to that. Now, if you're interested and you want me to actually review your book, all you have to do, you can send me a copy of your book to P.O. Box 542 195 Houston, Texas 77254. If you don't want me to do a live review, you can also hire me to do a 1-hour strategy session where we can go into more detail. I can really dig down deep. You don't have to send me the physical book. Preferably you would, so I can see what it looks like, but you can also send me the virtual copy too, and I can give you some tips on that. So for some of you guys, maybe you haven't yet printed it and you want to get some last minute advice on what you should do with your book so that you can guarantee its success, because that's what I do. See, I'm not a publishing company, so never get me twisted. I am a coach. What I do is I coach entrepreneurs. I show entrepreneurs how to get the bag. And so if you want to get the bag, you got to have multiple streams of income, and being an author definitely allows you to do that. All right, guys, so that is today's book review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I hope you guys send me some books so that I can review what you got going on, how you doing, and goodbye.